Hello, welcome to this video. What I wanted to bring you on my week walking on the Tour de Mont Blanc is my highlights. And one of the most amazing spots I've ever camped in. I'm at 2,500 meters on the Tour de Mont Blanc, and I'm camping with Mr. Andrew Park from Andrew Park Outdoors and Ewan Kerr.
Guess what, guys? Bought another tent.
So in this video I'm going to be sharing with you highlights. This isn't a definitive day-by-day guide, but I will refer each day to the map and the route I've taken. Thanks for watching and enjoy the video, and make sure you comment below if you've been on the TMB or if you're going, and hopefully you'll be inspired by this video to make your own trip. Well, on the flight to Geneva, and this is a good sign. This is James, happens to sit next to me, and James is off to do the Hout route, solo hiking. So we're getting tent talk, boot talk, gear talk straight away. We won't see James again, but good luck, buddy, with your hike.
Thanks, Dave. Yeah, good luck, you too.
Yeah, and it turns out he watches some of our videos. I don't think anybody else on the flight does mind. I think I've found one of the prettiest campsites in the world. I may not have a Nor tent with me, but they're here in Peg spirit. Right, that's me set up, and the tent of choice is the Lanshan one. Peeking up through the trees there is the end of the Mer de Glace itself, and that little black dot there is the Drew, I think. Yes, it is, and the campsite's just down here. On my travel day, I flew into Geneva and got the Alpe bus to Chamonix, and then I got a local bus to the rather excellent Mer de Glace campsite here.
And after watching so many bright sunny videos this morning, it's raining, but gotta get up, get on with it.
Highlight for me is just remembering 23 years ago when I climbed that Mont Blanc and some other routes up here. We came to Chamonix with a climbing friend, and we hadn't intended to do that, but when I saw it orange and glowing in the sunshine as you drive out Chamonix, I thought, I have to explore that. Such a dominant, beautiful mountain. So it's just remembering being up there and how fabulous that route was. Happy days. Lunch with a view. But I'm not. Right, this is a fun thing on the Brovant, a ladder section. Okay, not too bad. A little tiny bit exposed. Just like a UK scramble really, but with ladders, except for I've got a heavy pack on and definitely feeling the altitude. But fine, ladder section done. The light, the way it keeps changing. So the other highlight is friendly people. That couple just walking away there, I've seen them a few times today. They were really sweet. And I kind of set out today expecting not to be friendly, just to keep myself to myself, but it's impossible. People smile and say hello. They're just really sweet. So good people bring it out of you, eh? I can't tire of this view of the glaciers spilling down from Mont Blanc. I've been up there before, Mont Blanc du Tacle. Went up with a friend and it's just over 4,000 meters and we weren't acclimatized at all. We were dying at the top. It was great though. And then another day we went and climbed routes up that black triangle bit of rock. The triangle on Mont Blanc du Tacle. I think I'm pointing in the right place. That was pretty cool. This is the Refuge de Balachat. Impossibly cute. Kind of wish I was staying there. I mean, what a place. Looking right down on Chamonix. Lovely. Another great highlight is the trees on the descent down to Les Ouches. There's a lovely small forest of silver birch. This silver birch just bowered over the mountainside. There's a forest of mountain ash. On my day one, I got the telepherique up to Flégère, and then I followed the route along to the Brovon and then descended to Les Ouches, where I met up with Andrew and Ewan. Welcome to highlights of day two. Now, I did the official section 11 yesterday, and this is the official section 1. Ewan and Andy are doing the whole thing, hopefully, and I'll count this as a start for me. I've only got a week, I'm going to be doing half of it, so I'll come back and complete it later. So I'll take this as an official start. That's all good. Okay, may all who walk through here not get bent, broken or mashed in any way. Good luck, buddy.
And you, mate.
Good luck, Ewan.
Good of you to come.
Yes, thank
I'm
you.
glad you're here.
This is one of the places you hear about this bridge. It's pretty spectacular. So just one at a time across here. Absolutely beautiful gorge. Here comes Andy and Ewan. That'll do, donkey, that'll do. Sadly, these glaciers are retreating visibly every few years. Still beautiful. So, what you may have gathered, if you haven't figured it out yet, that who I've met up with is Andrew Park from Andrew Park Outdoors. And Andrew and I have met up before on a pack rafting weekend, and of course we know each other well from YouTube videos, and absolutely great company. And this is his nephew Ewan, who's a fit lad, and I've never met him before, but he's a, how can I say, lovely guy. So this is where we came from earlier, over here. So just across here, that line is the train where you get up to go on the ordinary route on Mont Blanc, and we can see the top of the Dome de Goutte, the Goutte Ridge there, the hut there.
refuge is really lit up now actually on the ridge.
Andrew, you're a Scotsman.
Yes.
What is your preferred snack on the trail?
I only eat stoats, porridge, oat bars.
Okay, Andy's just gone. Let's see what he's just bought in the shop. Typical Scottish diet. Yeah, granary bars, Pringles, load of Smarties and stuff. Quick, he's coming back. Quick, sip it up. I'm not filming it. What was in the bag? Nearing the end of day 2. This has not been a highlight. This climb up here. It's an old Roman road apparently, and it's the Hill of Doom. So we've completed stage 1 at Les Contamines, and we've carried on, and we're heading up for a high camp. What's the place called? I keep thinking Nanbeald Pass, but that's
Non Baron. Non Baron Refuge, and then just beyond it, the wild camping spot.
yeah. Now I've got the water on, we'll have a quick look round the camp. Here's Andy's set up in the Sigma S15. And Ewan's got the immortal Liburg Acto in Red October Red.
That's what we're hoping.
And this is a quick look round the camp. There's a permitted bivouac area. It's probably about 15 to 20 tents here. Quite a few MSRs. Other stuff, some few decathlon tents, but it's absolutely beautiful spot. It's raining. We're all snuggled up at camp, managed to have a wash in the river, so yeah, just staying warm, listening to the cowbells there. So the Lanshan one's holding up all right so far in this rain. So you know I'm like, I can't resist talking about kit a tiny bit. So my head torch of choice for this trip is the Phoenix HM62T, and I've got lighter torches like the Nightcoin U35, but I chose this for its lightweight magnesium body, and it's it'll go really bright, and it's multi-day capability because there's a large battery in there. Plus it's really comfortable with this adjustment there. And another fun thing I've got with me is this tiny little dot light that weighs about the same as a Euro. This is a LED lenses CU2R, and this is intended as a supplementary running light because there's also a red light on it there, but it makes a really good little kind of like a tent light, and like I say, it only weighs about the same as a Euro. So I'm going to say good night. All the other guys are kind of like tucked up in bed. Hopefully this rain's going to stop about 3 o'clock in the morning, and then we'll have another day on the Tour de Mont Blanc. Cheers. 10, 8, 4. Then my day 2, which is the official Mont Blanc Tour day 1, we got the Bellevue Teleferique up, and we did the Col du Tricot variation, which was very nice. Had a coffee here at the Refuge de Miage, and then down to Les Contamines, where we met up with some of Andrew's friends, which was absolutely lovely, and then continued up the valley, this really tough climb here, and camped at the end of my day 2 at Non Baron. So we did a stage and a bit there. It's a very wet morning on the Tour de Mont Blanc. I
don't know if you saw this Gold Count UL5 tent over there. There's a family of 5 in it. Pretty bit damp here in the Lanshan one, but it's only 1 or 2 damp patches. Not too bad really, just a bit of a confined space for getting ready. And I'm really pleased I brought these with me. These are the Lomo TPU bags. This is the 3 litre one, this is the 6 litre one. This weighs 40 grams, this weighs 75 grams, and they've got a roll top, so they're completely dry. And I've got a dry liner for my bag, but you know, anything I really want to stay dry because it's going to rain all day, like my spare clothes, will be kind of safe in there. And I've discovered that this one will also make a map case. So yeah, being translucent, you can use that as a map case if you fold it up enough. So this is a paper map, and I want to keep this safe today. So brilliant, dual purpose there, Lomo. I don't know if you've put that on your website, but yeah, also makes a map case. So we're going to reluctantly get ourselves ready and crack on. So it's not always sunny on the Tour de Mont Blanc, 100% rain all day. It looks better tomorrow, so I'll try and do a bit of video today, but it's not going to be a lot. Nice cup of coffee, add to the cheer, and some breakfast. Though I am a bit worried in case Andy smells the porridge and tears through the walls of the tent. So this is quite an impressive family of 5, 2 young girls as well in this Gold Camp UL5. Could have got it out a bit better though. But I'm going to give them these smints to add some cheer. Good morning family, how are you? I've got a present for you to add. It might be quaint and cliched alpine beauty, but those buggers wandering around near the tent at 1 o'clock in the morning when they're bloody dingy-dangy dinghies, we've decided that essential Tour de Mont Blanc kit is some of that expanding polystyrene foam that you squirt inside their belts, or really good earplugs. Marching up towards the Col de Bonamy into the mist and rain, and it is beautiful. Check out the cows hanging out underneath the giant boulder. So Andy and I have been discussing our experience with various waterproof breathable fabrics, and with slight variation we've decided that pretty much in heavy rain like this,
They don't work.
they're all pretty bad. I mean, the breathability relies on the outside staying somewhat dry. There's a difference between the two, but in rain like this it's just not going to happen. But we're keeping our spirits up despite the fact that I've just dropped my cap on a French toilet floor, a public one on a hill at that. So probably the place where you really don't want to be dropping your hat.
I'll bring the guys here to get to some sunshine, a TMB. This is more Scottish than Scotland.
But just no midges, which is so disappointing. So these are all sheep. So just here, that's a large dog, and there's another one over there. He's looking back at me now. They're known as patois, I believe, and they're there to guard the sheep from wolves. They're barking now because there's a guy just been past with his dog, but obviously spotted something else down there. But they're extremely large dogs, and if you see them, they're not to be approached because obviously they're pretty dangerous. Now, there are wolves in this area,
and I would love to see one, but I think they're probably pretty shy of the TMB route. And the wolves were introduced through conservation efforts by the Italians, and I think they were hunted into obliteration in France. I think it was around 1930, but they're starting to come back now, and of course they're very unpopular with the farmers, but you know, for ecological balance, great to see.
Stop, but honestly it's better just move it.
Nah, it's fine. I knew you'd be boosted on. So
How long have you been waiting then, Ewan, for the old guys?
Only like 10 minutes.
Okay. Do believe it. Thanks.
Down way down.
Cold.
Probably more than an hour.
Good guy, Bonhomme. Of course, special mention has to go to all the beautiful flowers and little gardens that are everywhere. These little blue flowers. There's kind of one under every rock. Very daintily done.
that's yesterday's doggy.
Yeah. There's a sight to behold. The refuge Col de Bonhomme, after 3.5 hours of consistent climbing. Time for some coffee.
Yeah, not bad. They were clean. 2 hours ago they were spanking clean.
Le Chapeau. And the mist is clearing off the mountains. Fantastic. Well, after the monster rain, we're drying out, steaming gently.
We certainly are.
Cappuccino and a
Cheers.
souvenir knife. Nice. Okay, here's the Lomo 3-litre bag. It's been really raining, and unfortunately Ewan hasn't got a bag for his expensive camera. So can we see if it fits in?
Yeah, let's do it.
Looking pretty good.
Looking excellent.
Perfect fit. Look at that.
So it's kind of £2,000 worth of camera
No,
saved by the bag. Thanks, Lomo. Well, I'm pitched at the end of day 3. It's a little bit of a tight spot, but I squeezed it in. There's quite a few people here camping at the trail side. Ewan and Andy are just here. Well, it's started drizzling again, unfortunately, but I'm happy with my setup here. Got the side door with the lanchan pulled out there with a pole to make a nice shelter. Got my dinner on. I've got a Italian inspired tent meal. For those gear guys amongst us, I'm using the Soto titanium pot and a fire maple Polaris stove. Absolutely love this pot, and when you've got it in the little cozy there, you can keep your meal warm, or it'll keep your drink warm, but the titanium around the edge cools down so you can drink out of it. Absolutely brilliant. So yeah, it'd be nice if the weather was a little bit better for this evening, dry out a little bit, but it's lovely to be here by this gorge, listening to the water and cooking my food. So we camped at Nombaron. That was the really wet night, and then we went along the route here, past the refuge du Col de la Croix du Bonhomme, down here to Le Chapeau, and then we got a bus, and I'm being disturbed by the helicopter again. Okay, good. Now that the helicopter stopped flapping my maps, I'll continue our route. So we went through to Le Chapeau. We got a bus up here, up to here, and then we walked to Chalet Refuge de Mortaix, and we camped here next to some buildings. That was rather excellent, and we cooked dinner and then went into the chalet for a hot chocolate and some entertainment later. That was lovely. Welcome to day 4. Fantastic highlight for me has been the dawn we've woken up to, but it's been a rough night with the wind and some dodgy couscous. So sometimes on a trail like this you find yourself missing family and suddenly wondering if you're doing the right thing. And then you get the body moving and just recommit to the trail. Remember how lucky and privileged you are to be here. Day 4 highlights now, as we've crossed over into Italy, is this aspect of Mont Blanc, or Monte Bianco as it's known here on the Italian side. Absolutely awesome. Glaciers spilling down all around, fantastic. I know you've seen this shot before today, but just wow. So the trees around here are absolutely beautiful. They're quite different to the Chamonix side, but gorgeous in their own way. I think they're keeping me a lot for the nature and for avalanche protection as well. But just look at that site there. Monte Bianco through the trees. Absolutely stunning. Glimpse through the trees, there's the town of Courmayeur. Oh, we're on our last legs now after 24 kilometers in the mountains, and we've been on the go for, what does that say? I don't know, a long time, nearly 9 hours. So yeah, hotel tonight, freshen up. The weather's been beautiful, so thanks for joining me on day 4 of the TMB. How lovely is this? Kind of almost too tired to appreciate it right now. All I can think of is a shower and a cold beer. So the next day was yet another big day, 28 kilometers along here with amazing views over to Monte Bianco, and of course we're in Italy by this point, along here and into Courmayeur. Good morning, welcome to my day 5, which despite me doing section 11 at the start is actually stage 5 of the typical official route. Unfortunately we've got 900 meters of climbing this morning out of the beautiful town of Courmayeur. Here's Andy looking fresh and buff. And see if you can notice a transformation with Ewan. We've taken him shopping this morning and we've shed him of the student look and turning it into...
He looks hardcore mountain man now.
Yeah, alpine trekking guy. So how's the shorts and top going? Nice. The look of the Tour de Mont Blanc camper is like this guy here, with either underpants or socks drying on the outside of your pack, which we may have done. Mont Blanc tunnel shut for maintenance. There's an eagle just flown past. Hope you can see it. Got a new aspect of Mont Blanc today, and a fine one. And that was our route down yesterday and through the ski area. Came from over the other side, from the far side. Now we are on the Mont Blanc ridge between Refugio Bertone and Refugio Walter Bonatti, and we've just crossed the magic altitude of 2,500 meters. And that's a magic altitude because camping, or bivouacking as they call it in this area, is strictly forbidden unless you're above 2,500 meters. And in a col over here we know of a spot where it's reasonably flat and possibly sheltered, where you can bivouac. So at the moment we're just enjoying this airy traverse. It feels really high in the mountains now. Fantastic. Oh, despite being somewhat acclimatized, you can definitely feel the altitude a wee bit. What does the crystal say? The crystal speaks, but I can't tell you. It'll have its message for you. You need to come here. A thing that makes me sad about this trip is that I can't explain what such a brilliant laugh these guys have been. It's really kind of stirred us over the passes and hills and struggles. We came down from here, across this valley, heading towards the camping spot, and in contrast to Courmayeur and other hot spots on the TMB, we've not seen anybody for a while. We've seen 3 people on this section earlier, so yeah, got this little part of the Alps to ourselves now, which is great. Uh-oh. We're a little bit worried here because bivouacking and camping is forbidden in the Italian Alps, except if you're above 2,500 meters, which we
2522
surely are. So we were worried that they'd come to check us out, but they were delivering in a container by the looks of it. So this is what they've delivered. Left the key in the door. I'll not be so rude as to go inside, but it's just an empty building that they've just delivered here, handily by helicopter. There we are. Pasta parcels, bit of tomato puree, a few slices of cheese. Fantastic. 10 fish.
Good morning. I don't know if you could hear that, but it's been an interesting night. Woke up frequently to the sound of heavy rockfall. Now, this spot where we are in here doesn't show any evidence of it hitting down here, but certainly in the mountain across here, where it's steeper, it crashes down frequently in the night. I've been grateful none of them have found their way over here. Okay, we've met some lovely people along the way, including this adventurous couple from Australia.
G'day.
So you want to know our channel, so I'm Fellmandave, Fellmandave, and this gentleman is...
Andrew Park Outdoors.
Andrew Park Outdoors.
And you guys have got a particular channel or Instagram names?
I'm on
or...
Instagram, marley.lopezhope.photography.
Brilliant.
And I'm rubengibbs.tv.
Good stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is a bit of a bizarre situation at 2,500 metres on a misty mountain top with rockfall above us, and we're swapping social media channels. The modern life, eh?
Nice cultural experience.
Hope you saw it. A nice chubby marmot sat on a rock. We've heard them a lot on this route. There's burrows everywhere, and they tend to chirp like a bird to warn of oncomers. Okay, buddy.
Okie doke.
Brilliant.
That was great. Been good. Thanks for coming, mate. It's not going to be the same without you.
Ewan,
But
come on.
Ewan's good company.
All right,
Come on,
then.
Ewan.
Come here.
It's been a pleasure, Dave. Yeah, nice
Come
meeting
here.
you. It's been great having you, honestly.
Yeah, thank you.
We've loved
Okay,
everything.
Can I'll do a wee more.
So, parting of the ways now at the Walter Bonatti hut. Say bye. Lovely random people. Yeah, so the guys are heading up the mountain around through the Swiss Val Ferret and round north to Chamonix to pick up the route there. So we're in absolutely fantastic company and a right laugh. Brilliant. Thanks, Ewan.
Yeah.
And Ewan's, well, it's just been great company and lesson in calm.
A lesson in calm.
Yeah, it's been chilled. So this is my day 6, of course. I'm effectively having partied with the guys. What I'm doing is reversing the traditional stage 5, having done yesterday stage 5 up and then stage 5 variation over the mountains to that col where we camped. So sad partings, but I miss my family. Time to go back, and I'm really happy with what I've done. And there's some more nice sights to see on the way down. A big highlight for me has been the complete, almost complete lack of litter on the Tour de Mont Blanc. I'll pick that one up. That's probably been dropped in by accident. Much better than places like the Lake District, and the attitude can teach us something. Fuck. Beautiful chalet. Interesting, these massively heavy thick slates they put on the roofs. Well, if you've made it this far, well done. And I'm delighted to have made it this far. After 6 days of hard hiking, this 61-year-old body has held up, doing anything from 10 miles to nearly 20 miles with typically between 700 and sometimes 1700 meters of ascent and or descent combined. So I'm staying now in Courmayeur at the beautiful Chalet Plan Goret above the town before the long journey back tomorrow to Northumberland. So what have been the major highlights for me? Well, it has to be said, the beautiful terrain. It's just been humbling to be here. The trees, the animals and the mountains are just absolutely stunning. The cleanliness of the trail, and of course importantly the great company. Andrew Park, I would encourage you, if you're not already subscribed, to watch his channel. What a brilliant guy. And of course Ewan Kerr, also a really cool chap, just starting out on his YouTube journey. So if you haven't already, subscribe to those below, and please watch the other videos in this series, and please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next trip.